And €1 in a French bank has a greatest expected value than a €1 in a Spanish bank, and so on down the line, until you come to Greece, where people are taking their money out and sending it to Germany. So what they're trying to do, I told you before that they are trying to have all the benefits of having the euro in the industry and exports, but none of the and also all of the advantages of not having a euro, of having a threat over our heads, and so they can take all capital flows into Germany and benefit the bankers who use liquidity to, I don't know, to maybe take themselves out of bankruptcy, because the big banks, as we know, as you have told in the past many times, are completely bankrupt. So, what they're trying to do now, as you said, Merkel says the previous memorandum has to be respected. That's crazy. They're trying to practically annul the agreement of the 20th of February within a cloud of blurriness and discredit the Greek government. They are also trying to, maybe if they can't do that, the bottom line, they want to co-opt Syriza, okay, bring them in line, force them to continue the old program, as if the elections were never held, and if that proves impossible, and maybe give them some points, tax evasion and these kind of things. We don't care. We Germans don't care about whether you crack down on tax evaders, but everything else must be respected. Well, no. An election was held. We are saying no to austerity because we are trying to say no to depression. So, if this proves impossible, if a co-op of the Syriza government proves impossible, they will try to overthrow the Tsipras government. And I think they will try and do that after, and only after, their absolute best, doing their absolute best to humiliate it. It's an essential part of it. They are trying to humiliate the Greek government and then overthrow it. They don't want to have it the other way around, because Syriza right now is leading in the polls by 20 points, 20 percentage points. Much more than it took in the elections. So,
okay. So the model is to co-opt, in other words, force Syriza to become the enforcer of austerity, discredit Syriza, and then once they're discredited, junk them, throw them away, and so forth.
Yes, and it's not about Greece. They don't really care about Greece. I think they're trying to establish superiority. They establish control over policy in Europe in general. So they are trying to avoid having other countries turn to left governments and stop austerity. They want to be the absolute controllers. And when I say that's the Germans, and when I say the Germans, I do not mean emphatically the German people, not the German people, not the unions and all this. That's the current German government controlled by German elites, and we all know Germany has been a victim of manipulation by its elites for decades now. And we had some very bad examples of this. Okay. Now, I don't know if you have any question.
Yeah, let me start. I have heard something here about Tsipras going to Moscow earlier than thought. It was supposed to be May 8th for the victory parade, but there's been some talk of going earlier, maybe even April 8th. Does that ring a bell?
I haven't heard of this, but the thing is, we are trying to get a European solution. I don't know what role can Russia play in this. because the Greek government doesn't even care about money. As the Varoufakis said, jokingly, in a journalist, he answered with a Beatles lyrics saying, "Money can buy you love," and that's absolutely right. We don't care about money. The Greek government doesn't care about money. They care about a policy, a shift in the policy implemented, and the Greek government doesn't even need money to pay the internal needs. It has a primary surplus, so we don't care about that. The Greek government cares about repaying bonds just as long as they are trying to use a default to bring panic and an overthrow. Otherwise, they don't care. They will default. The Greek government will declare a default or a debt moratorium. And
sure, and of course that's not the same as leaving the euro, is it? You can be broke and still be a European. Michael, look, here's what I have. Reuters of Tuesday, March 17th says Tsipras will meet Putin in Moscow on April 8th. Originally planned for May 9th, that is the victory in World War II. So I don't know whether that's been denied, but the idea then is that we have some Eurogarchs and Eurocrats who are hysterical about the idea of Russia somehow strengthening the Greek position. And what we've been campaigning for here, as much as I can, is somebody should extend a bridge loan, right? What Greece asked for, $10 or $15 billion. The U.S. Fed could do that in the twinkling of an eye, or the BRICS Bank, right?
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market. The gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
This is Rick Ossick, president of Famous Footwear. Our company is working together with the March of Dimes through March for Babies to raise money and awareness about the serious problem of premature birth in the U.S. As a business leader, I know that babies born very sick or too soon cost businesses billions of dollars each year, in addition to the emotional stress on employees and their families. That's why Famous Footwear is committed to raising funds to improve the health of moms and babies everywhere. Won't you please join us in the March for Babies? Start a team today at marchforbabies.org.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MyTV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MyTV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. legislation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
We are the premier independent talk radio network, the Genesis Communications Network, GC.
Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. Webster Tarpley reporting from Washington, D.C. And we're on the line with our preeminent observer in Athens, Greece, Michael Chiotinas. Michael, I was just saying that we had the Greek defense minister saying that he'd like to get some financing from Washington. That would make a lot of sense, right? It's a NATO country. Why not get some benefits for once? Another one would be, if that fails, then the BRICS Bank, right? What's the BRICS Bank? Does it exist? And if it does exist, it ought to come out and extend a significant loan to Greece. That would obviously benefit the position. But it does seem to be April 8th.
Yes. Yes, I don't have much about on this front, although the Tsipras government is trying to play the Russian card again and again, and I don't know what form could that take. A loan, maybe, but I'm not sure. Anyway,
Michael, the other thing about this is we knew even before the last elections, right? Last year, let's say, a year ago, that Tsipras had started contacts with Putin about if NATO tries to have a coup d'etat, will you provide certain kinds of aid? And it looked like Russia said yes, they would.
Yes.
Okay, now let me ask you another one that's made some important news. The humanitarian law, in other words, this question about these people whose lives are in danger, right? The 300,000 with no electricity and so forth. Can you give us an overview of that legislation? In other words, what exactly the Greek parliament has approved?
It's some aid to people under the poverty line and to people who don't have electricity, because the electricity is cut if you don't pay your bills. and it's somewhat modest. The numbers are not too big. It's electricity, food, and some housing for families. And it's this legislation puts the responsibility to ministers to adjust the numbers as are going to be needed. So that was a way of not having in the legislation numbers that could be misinterpreted as defense as deficit spending. In other words, and they say, okay, if we can take in money, we will give more to this. But if we don't, it will just stay at this